Hey, how's it going? It's Heather with Papers, Caffeine, and Life. Grab your favorite drink, pull up a chair, get some cool paper, and let's get busy. Welcome back to day 2 of Junk Journal July. Today's prompt is postcard. So what I thought I would do is postcards are big in junk journaling. You know, you have the vintage postcards, you have the ones that you make to look vintage. So I thought let's make some kind of vintagey, kind of modern looking postcards. And what happens if you don't have a postcard stamp? Because I don't. So I cut out a whole bunch of little pieces, parts, and we're gonna assemble some, and then we're gonna put it in our journal. So what I'm gonna do to put it in the journal is I'm gonna make a little pocket, and I'm gonna collage some stuff on that has to do with travel. And this is the page that we did yesterday. So I'm just going to flip it over and we're just going to use this page. So let's set this aside and let's get started on our postcards. So I have just a 12 by 12 sheet of white cardstock, and it's not the thickest white cardstock. It's kind of flimsy, but it's not like copy paper weight. And I have a bunch of buildings that's in, I think it's like Structures and Buildings kit. Should be on my Ko-Fi shop if you're interested. But there's more than just this, but these are the 5 that I figured we could work with. So when you get postcards, or when you used to be able to get postcards, you would go to a city and you would get a postcard that had like something that they were known for, a monument, a waterfall, a garden, something. So I figured I would do these kind of vintagey looking monuments, and on the other side you have the spot where you have space to, you know, write, and the postage stamp and things like that. So what I thought I would do is glue all of these down and then cut them out, and then on the opposite side then we can kind of decorate them. So that's what I'm going to do now. And after I cut them out, I am going to round the corners. These ones were rounded to begin with, but I just cut them off straight because I figured there's no sense to round the corners now and then try and round the corners later. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll get all 5 of these glued down, cut out, and inked, and then we'll start working on the other side. Alright, so they're all inked, cut out, and ready to start. Now they are all different sizes. If you want to do all your pictures the same size, that's up to you. They're not too drastically different. Like, I know these 2 are a little tiny bit bigger. I think this one might be the smallest one. But ultimately, when we get completely done, we're going to kind of put them together and create almost like a little booklet. I'm just going to use one of the little mini staplers to hold it all together. And then that way, if you want to use it, you could just take it apart, take the staple out, and you already have a ready to go postcard. So what I'm going to do is I have all these different postage, like the canceled postage things and the little circles, and I have an airmail, and then I have some, they're not actually stamps, but I cut them out to make them look like stamps. A couple of them are like made to look like stamps. And then I have this one that says postcard on it. So I think I'm going to use this one on one, and then on the other ones we could just write postcard. Like I said in one of my other videos, I actually really enjoy kind of writing and making things, because then I can make it look kind of like how I want it to look. So I'm just going to ink this real fast. So did everyone participate in yesterday's Junk Journal July? Yesterday was day 1, so it was Spark. And I watched a few of the videos. I mean, I didn't watch a ton because there's so many to choose from. But I did watch quite a few, and they looked really good. Some of the things that people made was just like amazing. So it was so much fun to sit and watch what everyone created. And if you are participating, what are you making for today, or what did you make? Are you doing something literal like this, or are you making like a page spread to represent a postcard, or what? All right, and then usually there's some lines where you can write, and then there's also like a line that separates. So let's do the separation line. Like that. And of course I didn't get it in the center, but that's okay. If you had a line stamp, that would be really good too. I probably do somewhere, but I looked at my stamps, but I just didn't see one. I know I have one that has really, really small lines on it, but it's just as easy to draw some lines. Okay, and then we'll come over here and we'll draw some lines over here. Now you don't have to draw the extra lines over here. A lot of really old postcards didn't have any extra lines other than what they used to write the address on. I like to add the little dots at the end. I just like the look of kind of like end to end point, I guess. And then for this one, these are all going to be like way too big. Yeah, we'll just do that in half like that. Like that. Is the back of it? Oh no, we did it upside down. Well, definitely be mindful of which way your thing goes. I'm not going to change it now because it will mess it up, I'm sure. All right, so now I have some plants and things. I thought maybe I could do it maybe up one side. Now these are going to be probably way too big, so I'll just cut some off the bottom. And ink barely around it. Oops. All right, so kind of just like that. And on the other side, you can choose to put something if you want. I don't know if I'm going to, because I feel like maybe it would take away from it. So I think we're going to call that one done, even though it's upside down, but it's okay. So let's make another one. All right, so we're going to do this one, and I'm just going to flip it over. So now it's on straight. So for this one, I'm just going to write postcard on it. And when you write it, you know, it sometimes is a little smaller. And I know I left it over to the side some, but I wanted to leave room so we can use one of our stamps. Guess it goes that way. Even though it's a giant. Let's use this one and just cut the bottom off some. That's better. Okay. So we'll do that like that. Now you don't have to do the same thing on all of them. You can do something totally different. I'm going to draw the line down the center, and then I'm going to do it for the lines for the address, but then I'm going to leave the other side blank. And then I brought these bingo cards, which I thought they would be super cool, but I think they're going to be too big. So I guess we'll just use some more flowers. And I'll cut it in half. Ink up just a little. So they can be super simple. They don't have to be complicated, but they'll look really cute, I think. All right, so there's another one. And you still have room to journal. Okay, now we'll do this one. And let's cut this down a little bit also. We'll do like a longer, a little bit skinnier one. Like that. And then you could also, you could have just put that across it. So let's do this over here instead of writing, oh, it's upside down. Yeah, we'll just do that. And then we'll have another flower. And you know, I actually don't like it that it doesn't say postcard, so we'll write postcard at the top. There. All right. So there's another one done. Then we'll do this one. For this one, I think I do want to use some of this bingo card. That'll be cute like that. And then we could use this stamp. So again, we'll just cut it down, make it a little bit smaller. Okay. And then we'll draw our little lines. I'm actually just going to bring it all the way to the edge, and then I can trim this out. All right, so there's another one done. I think I want to do, whoops, I think I want to do that center line because I feel like this one needs it. And then maybe just a few lines in here. So there's that one. I really like that one actually. And then our last one is this. And let's actually do this. We might as well use this other little itty bitty stamp. that one. Let's put the airmail across here. Oh, let's do it across the bottom. Over here. Yep. Okay. So we'll do that, and then let's do this yellow one. So see, you can use, I don't have like that fancy scripted handwriting, but if you do, you could always do that, or you can kind of just wing it like I did. But there's that one. That one's not my favorite. It's okay, but it is what it is. So these are the ones that we have. And it didn't take long at all to do 5 postcards. So now what I thought we would do is just put them all together, and whichever way you choose. Let's see. We can put all the stamps at the top, I guess. And then I've cut a piece of paper, and I didn't know how long to cut it, so I just kind of cut it bigger, and I figured I could, you know, make it smaller if and when needed. So I'm just going to ink it real quick. I'm going to leave just a little bit of an overhang. Oh, let me ink the other side, I guess. Because you're going to be able to pull it out of the pocket, and you'll see both sides. Alright, we're leaving a little tiny bit of an overhang, and I'm going to use my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. I'm just going to attach it in 2 spots. Like that, and then we'll go ahead and cut this, ink it up a little bit, and I'm going to trim this one too because I got it over a little more on the other side. And then you can put something to decorate it up here if you want to do lace or trim, or you know, whatever. I have some of this lace that would look cute. Let's go ahead and do that. It's right across the top there. You can do it on the other side if you want to as well, and trim it. So I think that makes the little booklet super cute. I just have a piece of cardstock that was left over from a different project that I was working on, and I'm just going to put like a little thumb hole in it. You really don't need one, but I just kind of like the look. And let's go ahead and round the corners. And what I thought I would do for decoration is I have this here, which is like a shipping label type thing. And where'd the other piece go? I have a number 5, and then I also have this. It's very faded. I stamped it a long time ago, but it's like another little shipping thing. And I thought we could just kind of cluster it all together like so. And I have a little butterfly to put on it. we have number 5. And I just pulled in some random things. I mean, it wasn't anything super special. And the butterfly. So I think I'm going to put the butterfly right there in the center. Okay. And do I want to run a tiny bit of lace? Yes, across the bottom. And it'll help tie in our postcards also, and then just help decorate this a little tiny bit more too. Alright, so our pocket is done. Now we can go ahead and get it glued into our junk journal, and day 2 will be complete. So we're just going to glue it right here in the center, and that'll be a perfect depth for it. And now, because you're going to do a pocket, you're going to do only 3 sides. Right out there. Hopefully I'm in camera view. Perfect. And now just stick that in, and then that way while your glue is drying, it'll kind of form to your pocket. And that's it. Day 2 for postcards is complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully it wasn't too long and drawn out. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you have friends that you think would like this and haven't already subscribed, please let them know about me. I really, really appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys again tomorrow for day 3 of Junk Journal July. See ya!